What are your thoughts on dating single moms?
Fun with them, yes. Dating them, I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I thought about this like a million different ways, considering I'm in my like mid 30s, and a lot of women that are single moms. It's just the reality at this age. I think I would date them casually, but I wouldn't date to marry or date to have kids with them unless by some miracle I was like really, really into them.
I would do the same. I would just go and have a good time, see where it goes, and if there's fun involved, there's fun involved. If there's nothing involved, then nothing happens. But I don't want to take it serious. I don't want to take on another guy's children. I don't child or children. It's not my responsibility. That's his responsibility. So that kid's going to grow up, or those children are going to grow up, and they're going to maybe respect me, maybe not. I don't want to deal with the possibility of having kids that are not going to follow my lead when I came in expecting to be the one to take care of them, to be in charge, to guide them through their youth into their adulthood. And that's a risk I'm not willing to take.
Yeah, exactly. So, the kids is one part of it because I mean, single moms, there's a lot of attractive single moms from what I'm seeing. It's not that single moms aren't likable or dateable.
Without a doubt.
I just think most guys, like what you said, they don't want to take that risk of taking on the responsibility of another person's kid, for one, and number two, there's a baby daddy in the picture, and whenever you put that mixture together, there's always going to be some kind of drama around, right? It may not be year round, but there's always going to be at one point or another some kind of baby daddy drama. Whether they're fighting, arguing, he's still stalking her. The ex might be crazy. Who the hell knows? And assuming you eventually want to have your own kids and start your own family, it's not ideal to do it with a single mom. The only exception that I could come up with is if I already had a kid and I was a single dad, then maybe I would say, okay, it would be ideal to date a single mom.
It kind of makes sense because you have a kid already and she has a kid or two already, so you kind of just come together, sort of like a Brady Bunch scenario. However, you're still taking care of someone else's children, kid, or multiple kids. So it's not ideal. It's not something I'm willing to do at all. I mean, if she's okay with going out, having a good time, if one thing leads to another, and yeah, there's a fun night involved or multiple fun nights involved, so be it. But as far as taking anything serious with a single mom, for me, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And I don't suggest men out there take upon that responsibility either. I mean, it's a headache that you don't want to deal with. Don't you have things that you want to improve on in your life? Don't you want to become a better man? That's just going to take you from going forward to going 10 steps back.
And I think this is again another reason why so many guys on podcasts say that they would prefer to go for younger women. It's not just the age. There's, like I said earlier, there's plenty of attractive women that are in their mid 30s. They're everywhere. But a lot of them are single moms. I mean, some of them are not only single moms, some of them have multiple kids with multiple fathers. So, as a guy, when you start to build yourself up and you get to that point where you start to have maybe a little bit more options, and you have the option to choose, and you're more attractive now because you're like that established guy in his like mid 30s or 40s. That's I think why a lot of guys are going to go for younger women, because not saying that there aren't young single moms, there definitely are, but you want a woman that's like less experienced, that doesn't have baggage, kids, baby daddies, 10 ex-boyfriends, you know what I'm saying?
And it's a matter of a fact that guys of value aren't going to go for a single mom. If men have certain value, certain amount of money, status, confidence, assertiveness, 6 foot tall or higher, they check off every box. They're going to aim for the girls in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
21 to 24.
Yeah, I think
25.
most guys' default is women that are like early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, guy's famous, rich, he's an actor.
Great example.
He doesn't date girls more that are older than 25. So what does that make him a creep, or is that just his preference, right? There's a lot of women that have a preference. They just prefer older guys. And when you ask them why, they're going to tell you they're more mature, they're more established, they know what they're doing. Guys want the opposite of that. Literally the opposite.
Thing is that women does see that as a creep. Oh, why is he dating someone much younger than him? That's what guys want to do. That's what guys want to do. You decide to go off, have children or a child or multiple children with a man, and then you're single. So you're going to look to date probably any guy, because at that point in your life, in your mid-30s, 40s, mid-40s, there's not much of a choice, really. So I would have made a better decision going into that.